Some of the highest paid speakers in the world have small followings. You do not need 1 million followers. You need the right message in front of the right people at the right time. Now, many aspiring speakers think success starts with a big social media audience. They spend all day trying to get things going on social. Did you know that right now, if you went and looked at the stats for this year, 2025 and 2024, of influencers who have large followings and the amount of income they make, the vast majority, like 90+%, make less than 6 figures. Can't live off that. They spend all their time making videos and doing stuff on social with making no income while doing it, just getting by, hoping it's going to break at some point. And on top of that, if you're going to be a speaker, that's not where success comes from. To be quite honest, like I had almost no big following when I was starting. Nobody knew me. But I went out into the world and had a message that could serve people, had conversations. The sales process took longer because I was just getting started. But the more I did it, the better I got. The more clear the message was, the more refined I got. And then what happens is little by little, you enter a space where people start to know your name and they don't worry about the social media following being big, but they worry about the message. Because honestly, a big audience doesn't equal big bookings. Relevance and positioning is what equals a big booking. So in this video, I'm going to show you why small audiences can still lead to massive stages and how to leverage what you have now to grow your speaking career, no matter where you're starting from. Yes, you might have never given a speech before. I have people I've worked with have never given speeches. First speech, $9,000. I didn't do anything special, but just figure out how to refine what they talk about and solidify their value and deliver it to the right person at the right time. So we unpack this today. Just know this isn't big, lofty thinking. This is proven, structured, tried and true systems that when you understand this stuff, it's going to allow you to be in a position to do what you really want to do. Speak and serve and share. And at some point, maybe do it full time. Travel the world, speak, be on stages and be the center of attention, right? That's all possible if you do it right. So I'm going to break down how. The first of 5, I'm going to give you 5 points to pay attention to. The first of 5 is this: influence is more important than followers. Repeat this to you now. Influence is more important than followers. Event planners care about your ability to move a room, not your follower count. They're not going in there looking for a big social media following. Now, is there at a later stage a relevance between social media followers and your ability to get booked higher? Yes, there's a correlation, but think about this. The people with high follower counts, it's not because they take baths in Cheerios. They don't have, entertainment attention. They've been able to refine their message so tight, the world sees it, hears it, loves it. Takes time and energy. So the follower base isn't just a fast following, it's a built-up following over time of showing their expertise. You can have a small, engaged audience and beat out a large, disengaged audience all day long. Repeat this, you hear me, please. You can have a small and highly engaged audience beat out for stages a large disengaged audience. Because while people may like to follow and pay attention, are they going to sit in a room and watch you for an hour? Just because someone can hold your attention for 90 seconds to give you some weird entertainment doesn't mean that they're going to put you on a stage and pay you to speak to their HR team, the executive group, the board of directors, their team and employees. It's not going to happen. Your job should be to focus on trust, not just reaching more eyes. There's actually a thing people go, oh, most businesses have a lead gen problem. We just need more leads. Think about it this way. A lot of people I work with that want to grow their speaking business go, I just need leads. How do I get leads? And I go, let's just think about this metaphor, right? Let's say that I get you 1,000 people to walk in the door of your business. 1,000 people, by the way, and you sell hamburgers. They walk in the door and the hamburgers are cold and stale and they're not that great. They don't care, but it's not even a delicious hamburger. Do you think that's good for business? Logically, no, it's not good because 1,000 people sampled something that wasn't very good. They don't, one, like it. They're not going to have anybody else try it. They might not buy it in the first place, right? Think about this, though. 100 people come in and you have the best hamburger they've ever eaten in their lives. Who do they tell? Everybody, man. You got to get this hamburger over here. Trucks' burgers are amazing. It's just great meat and burger and bun, all that. You got to go to that place, man. It's sizzled on the grill. It's delicious. Now, those 100 people get a better experience than 1,000 people, which means that it wasn't about the reach of people and lead gen, because 100 people, 1,000 people talking negative are really, really bad for your business, whereas 100 people, even if just 20 talk positive, it's positive. It grows. The focus should be on not just outreach and leads. It should focus on trust and developing a product that people believe in, they love, and they want to share with other people in the world. That's the first point. Second point, you should build depth, not just width, which means essentially deeper relationships equals more referrals and repeat bookings. If you go out there and you focus on engaging with people, and yes, it may take work. If you're an introvert or even an extrovert, your job is to have conversations and develop a relationship, depth, not only in the what you know, but the people that know this. There's a statement I love and I tell people all the time. People need to know you and your message to a very, very deep depth. And here's what it is. If someone doesn't know you enough, the key is knowing you enough. If they don't know you enough to dislike you, they will never know you enough to love you. Think about that. If someone has the ability to know you enough to dislike you, right, then they now have a chance to love you. But if someone doesn't know you, doesn't understand your mind, what you talk about, there's no depth. And what happens is you may have a wide base of people that know a little bit of you, but they don't love you. They tolerate you. Yeah, it's okay to keep them around, but you want people to go to bat for you. And think about it this, when I refer somebody, if I refer you to a friend of mine, I am doing so because I want to look cool to my friend. I want my friend to go, thank you so much, Anthony. That was an amazing referral. Now, if I don't believe in you, if what you talk about isn't value, if it's surface level, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to put my relationship and my relationship equity built up there on the line for someone that I kind of know and I tolerate. I got to know you. I got to love you. And I won't love you unless I actually have depth of understanding of who you are. So how do we do this? Man, when you see posts of yours that go out, comment, right? And it may not be on your stuff. Comment on other people's stuff and engage with people that have already commented. DM individuals, connect with people, and build your network. It is work, but guess what? You have a choice. You can do work that is for someone else's dream, which is hard, and there's going to be a base of things to deal with there, or the hard work of building your own thing where someone knows you and respects you and has a network and trust with you. That's the big key here. So engagement is what builds a warm market ready to recommend you, which is what gets you booked. So how do we do it? We go out and we DM, we comment, we engage with people. You have conversations, go to tea, go to lunch, go to coffee, have a meal. Find friends, meet people, put yourself out there and shout your message from the mountaintops. Man, let the world know you believe in what you believe in. Because if I don't look at you and hear you talk about your thing with passion and conviction, where I know you believe it deeply, I'm not going to believe it for you. You got to believe it. You got to make me believe it from the way that you display you believe it. And that's what warms people up. I don't know about you, but I love people who are convicted about something. Even if it's something I don't even believe in, I love they're convicted about it because I'm like, this person right here, at least in their world, they're going to change the world. Like there's something about that draw and that pull, their humanity where I go, this person's got it locked in. And so for you to spend time locking in is critical to have this base of a warm market come because you've shared a message people understand and people believe in. Now, point 3, you need to speak where the buyers already are. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this video right now. Now, I want to let you know I have a training coming up. And in this training, I unpack my entire speaking business system. It's called the Speak to Freedom Formula. Now, in this system, I unpack what's literally taken me from $0 to 7 figures a year in my speaking business. And it's something that you can actually do for yourself. So all you have to do to get access to this is you can click the link that's in the description below and it'll take you there, or wait till the end of the video, check it all out and get over there. But no matter what you do, don't miss that. All right, that's it. Let's get back to the video. Point 3, you need to speak where the buyers already are. A room of 50 decision makers, honestly, decision makers, it beats out an online audience of 500,000 strangers. Just being honest, you could have people so I'm going to repeat this. Speak where the buyers already are. I'm going to repeat that in case you missed it. Speak where they're already located. If you go into the world and you want to start talking to people who are going to pay you and book you for a speech, you can go to 50,000, 500,000 strangers and take the time to build a relationship, build clarity, build rapport, start asking them to do stuff and hope, right? Which is the big social media followership. That's the big goal we're talking about. That doesn't move the needle at all. But if you walk into a room of 50 decision makers, that could be 50 stages. Think about this. Most speeches I give are about 1,000 to 10,000 people, in the audience. 10,000 is the most I've done. About 1,000 to 2,000 is the average every time when I go give a speech. But here's what I've realized. If I have 50 of those stages, I reach 50,000 people who not only that they love me there, but they got more. There's that 50,000 turns to 500,000 by the touch points, right? But if I can talk to 50 people to get booked, I can reach the 50,000 and deeper than I would and get paid to do it as well. Or I can try to build a social media following of 50,000 people that are just strangers who don't really know me, but they like the piece of content. They share it with their friends. Now it's like, oh, it's kind of cool, but they don't know me. In fact, if they don't believe in something I believe in, they'll turn tail and run. They'll block. They'll be like, I don't like this guy. Those are not people that'll move the needle for my message. So you must target industries and events, conferences and associates in your niche, in your area. And if it's not a niche you have, in a space where the people have an aspiration for what you promise, what your speech is about, what your message is to the world. Let's not just go out there going, I'm going to talk about things. And no, I have a message that can serve certain people in this area. I'm going to bring this message to this demographic because I know they'll have value. Here's an example. If you want to talk about an issue that maybe people have in sales, right? Maybe a sales team, their biggest issue is their people don't know how to, we'll call it, to do the dark work behind the scenes to prepare for their sales calls, right? That's what I want to talk to. If I talk about the work behind the scenes to serve individuals from a sales call, it's different than if I'm talking to, say, moms trying to connect to their kids. Right. I can go out to the world all day long, and if I don't have a message that hits the aspirations of who I'm talking to, I'm not going to get that booking. I'm of no value to them, right? But the idea is if I know my message and I target decision makers in the industry where I have a value, I have a better chance of actually doing what I do and loving the people I get to serve. Or you can beat your head against the wall trying to figure out how to talk to women that are not your women, or moms that aren't your moms, or dads that aren't your guys, and they aren't your people. No matter what it is, there's a separation there, you're going to fall short. The idea is target people who will benefit from your message. You don't need a lot of them. You need the right ones. Small group with a large ability to make decisions is big. So leverage your individuality. You make yourself visible to them. And don't just go to general population at large. Find the group that needs your message. Okay? Number 4, turn small wins into big proof. Here's how you do that. Record every talk you give. The smallest one, it doesn't matter if no one in the room was a big name, it was a bunch of students, I don't care. Record it. It's not so much the people you're talking to at times, it's really saying this small win is a piece that I'm portraying and showing to the world as a win I had. It's you on stage. It's you delivering your message to other human beings. There's a statement I found when I've done TV shows, which is TV loves TV. If you have been vetted by a television station that put your face on television for their brand, that means they did the work to vet you and it was positive, it worked out, which means somebody else knows that you've already been vetted. You're able to pass that, right? So when somebody sees that you've spoken, and you've done your thing, and you might be done it well, this allows you to get into a position to be able to go and talk, but no one knows it happened unless it filmed it. You got to be able to get footage of you speaking, and then if you can, get testimonials, help build credibility from conversations, get on podcasts, get social proof. It's called borrowed credibility through social proof. Interact with people that are high-level humans. Have conversations, do podcasts with them, right? It's big when it comes to your message and getting to the point of being able to be on stage for your message. But you got to turn these small wins you have into big proof by positioning yourself because you now have credibility that you can do what you do and people trust you in front of their people. So momentum comes from small rooms and it leads to bigger opportunities in time, but you got to make sure you're paying attention to how to leverage that. Which leads us to our last and 5th point, which is this: leverage a micro audience marketing email list. And what is this? Like it's a lot of words. Micro audience marketing email list. Here's what I mean by that. You'll find there are groups of people that are like super niche in their space. Like people know them as the kings and queens of their thing. Find out how to get an interaction with them, have a conversation with them, or build a specific email list of 1 to 500 people that can book you consistently, right? If you nurture the list and you engage that list and you find these people, if you can find a way to engage and share content that they enjoy, then what happens is if you have, let's say, 500 people, maybe you only need 50 speeches a year. I only need 24 speeches a year to hit my quota that I have personally set. Maybe it's 50 for you, right? But if you go, I have 500 contacts, that means you only need 10% of them to book you. And if you spend time engaging, that 10% can recycle every 10 years, right? Or 5 years, if I'm counting it properly. I'm not quite sure. 5 years, 10 years. It's actually 10 years, 50. I know my math some days, I promise. But here's the thing is, If you interact and engage with that group who's your people in your area, your industries, and you continue building relationships, you can have a micro audience email marketing list you are sending things to or interacting with somebody that can help build that email list for you. So now you can go, look, my quota is hit with 500 people that are my people that I know me. Well, now I have something different. I can create a specific offer. I can send them valuable pieces. I can now stay top of mind and not get lost in the shuffle. The goal isn't to hit every single human being on planet Earth. It's to hit the right ones, the ones that fit you. And that's a small subset of what you might picture. That's why people, when they go super broad, they struggle because no one knows if they're for them. You go, I don't want to miss out on anybody. I'm telling you this. If you try to go broad and hit maybe a speech once a year for 500 people, that's one thing. But if you tightened it down and found you gave 20 speeches to, 1,000 or 50 of the right people, you're going to have a lot more fun and income from serving as opposed to trying to be broad and not miss anybody. So tighten down. The benefit and positive feel you get from doing your thing, it trumps the idea of I got to make sure I don't leave anybody out. Leave people out. Sounds crazy. Leave them out. But here's the crazy part about it. When you leave them out and you market to one person, one demographic, you're going to get that demo. They're going to know you're for them. The other ones, they might still come circle around. They might still love what you're talking about and go like, hey, I like what you're talking about. Can you come over here and talk? It's kind of crazy how that works, but that's the true reality of it. So my big thing for you is create offers and send value to stay top of mind for what you do. Consistency is often more powerful than chasing viral reach. It's a really big piece of how we have to do it. Is if you chase the virality of social, it's not going to be what you want in terms of returning an investment for getting on stages and getting booked. Because this is what I know to be true. Big speakers are built from big impact, not big audiences. If you want to learn how to get booked and paid to be a speaker in the industry you want to be into, doesn't matter what it is, no matter your current audience size or whatever it is, head to speaktofreedom.com and turn your influence into true income, where you can go out into the world and give a message people absolutely love, while at the exact same time loving delivering the message. If you like these pieces of content, this video served you well, also stick around for the next video that's coming up right now. All right, see you there.